So player characters are what we mentioned earlier in the last episode. The player character is the body that the player controller controls. We keep our camera and our mesh in the player character. We could also have created a pawn, which are similar to characters, but the character is a type of pawn that has the ability to walk around built in. And we want to include the ability to walk around. So let's create a character. So back in our level 1 folder, let's right click, create a blueprint class, and right here under common classes we have character. We also have pawn, which I just mentioned, and if you read here, it's an actor that can be possessed by our controller and receive input from a controller. And our character is a type of pawn that includes the ability to walk around. So let's click character, and we'll call L1 character. Let's go ahead and open him up. And the first thing we want to do is add a camera for our view, since we are making this first person. So let's add a component and search for camera. We want to choose the regular camera right here. And we want to put this kind of at the top, about where our character's eyes would be. So you can just drag it up, and I will keep it at a value of Z60. So let's compile and save, and let's add our character to our game mode. I already have it open, but it's right here in our Game Blueprints Level 1 folder, and open L1 game mode. And right here, under default pawn class, we can choose L1 character. And we can compile and save. Great, we filled up everything we need right now in the game mode. So if you remember correctly, our game mode is set to this level that we're in, level 1, because we put it in our game mode override in the world settings. It's also our default game mode, so if this were to be none, it would still be our L1 game mode. Let's just go ahead and select that again. Our L1 game mode lets the level know that our character is our L1 character, our HUD is our L1 HUD, our player controller is our player controller, and so on and so forth. So now, when we hit play, we are now playing as our L1 character that we just created. Notice that I cannot walk around and I cannot look around because we have not implemented any code that tells our character to walk around when we hit the WASD keys or look around when we move the mouse. Now to prove that this was our character, we can go into our L1 character, event graph, and here in the begin play, we can print a string, and we could say, this is our L1 character. Print strings are a great way to debug. So if we hit play again, in the upper left, we can now see this text is kind of covered up by our click for mouse control. But it says this is our L1 character in blue. It would not say that if we were playing as a different character in our game. Now you have a good understanding on setting up for a game and a bit on what classes do what. Next up, let's actually give us the ability to look and walk around.